Hi guys. This video is going to be a little different because, for one, I've been awake since 1 a.m. It is now 5 and my alarm goes off at 6, so it's like, why stay in bed when I can get a little more time to just be? And then I kept thinking about this list that I have put together about moments and people of faith who have helped shape who I am in my walk with God. And I started thinking, for one, there haven't been moments necessarily, but there have been people, and some of it have been combinations of people. Some of them have been certain people affecting others, and me seeing that happen, and it's like, oh wow, you know, it really is all connected together in God's plan. And I have my coffee right here because it is 5 a.m. and I have my diffuser going, so I guess I'm just gonna start. I am going to name some names because I feel if somebody makes an impact on you at some point in their life, you make impacts on people wherever you go, whether you know it or not, whether it's positive or negative. There's always something you leave behind when you come in contact with other individuals. And I feel that at some point in each person's life, they should know and get credit, so to speak, and for people to be aware that they have made an impact in someone else's life. So, without further ado, these are moments and people of faith who have helped shape me in my walk with God. Excuse me. First of all, I have my Grandma Baker on here. She has always been, up until 2008 when she passed away, she's always been someone I've looked up to. She is my hero. Every time we went to see her, every time she came to see us, there was always a mandatory Bible reading. It was a staple thing she did, and there was no two ways around it. We read the Bible, we read the daily bread, you know, those little pamphlets you get in church, daily bread. There was an old piano in her home, and she always played the piano. No matter how old she got, she played the piano and she sang in church, and she lived by what she believed, and that is huge. She was a single mother of 5 kids. She raised them all on her own. She was a pillar of strength and faith, and she really, really was a big deal to me. My mom. This is actually a 3-generational thing in our family. My mom was the first girl in 32 years on that side of the family. And I was the first girl in 32 years. And I am like my mother, and my mother is like her mother. And with my mom, no matter what has happened in her life, she is just so grateful to have the people around her that she has. Whether she loses stuff or switches jobs or is going through a season of just chaos, she is just glad and blessed to have the people around her that she loves, and that she has a home church body of people to connect with. Everybody that has ever been through our home growing up, now as she's aging, everyone in her life has always been connected in some way to her faith life, prayer life, or through church or through family, which family, we're all plugged into church families as well. So I am very grateful for the people that they are, because they show me how to be. My husband is also someone who helps shape my faith. For one, we share a common belief in Christ, which is very important. It says in the Bible, do not be unequally yoked. So if you are a Christ believer, Christ follower, don't try to make it work in a relationship with somebody who does not believe the same way you do, because there's going to be conflict, there's going to be division, there's going to be separation. It's not meant to work that way. If you are not a Christ follower, then marrying a Christ follower, unless you are interested in learning and being a Christ follower as well, there's not going to be a good core to your relationship. So, but my husband, he is always searching. When even in his struggles, he's always searching. He's always looking for answers. He's always wanting to learn from the Bible, from people in the church, from he's learned things from me, and I've learned things from him, and he's always wanting to be more Christ-like, and that is an inspiration to me, as I am an inspiration to him. And this is why having a relationship with someone who has the same core beliefs as you is important, because a Bible verse that we reference as a couple is, as iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron, so fellow believers sharpen each other. We keep each other accountable. We keep each other connected. And hey, what do what's going on in your life? Is there something? We hold each other to things. There was a lady who sat behind us in church. The church that we went to for the first few years of our marriage. We had all of our babies when we were at this church, but there was a lady that sat behind us. Her name was Wyona Parath, and there was a point when my husband was feeling like he wasn't feeling connected. He wasn't feeling like, he was feeling like, kind of, why am I here? And me and the kids were all going to church as well, so he was there with us, but he wasn't really understanding why he was there. He wasn't getting something out of it. But one Sunday, Wyona, who always sat behind us, she tapped him on the shoulder and she told him that we, as a couple, were one reason she always came, because she saw how we treated each other. She saw how we treated our kids. She saw how we always came, and because of our faithfulness to coming to church consistently and dealing with things the way we deal with things, that spoke to her. And then because she told that to my husband and I overheard, and I was like, and this is why being in a community of believers is, being in community period, is so important. You don't know who you're touching, you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's listening. And that is a testament to us as a couple, telling us, hey, we're doing something right. We're, that's a good feeling. And it's really good to see, for me as a wife, to see my husband affirmed like that. Okay, growing up, when I went to youth group with my best girlfriend from high school, I met her my junior year, and she went to Bethany Assembly, and I would go to youth group with her instead of the church that I grew up in, because I just was like, you know what, my best girlfriend goes to church, I'll just go with her. And it worked out. Bethany Assembly Youth Group really helped me, because for me, they were accepting, they were relevant, and they were inclusive. When I would go there, I would always feel like people would be like, hey, Cammie, what's up? How are you? Blah, 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 every week. And I got to know quite a few people. And normally I'm like not social, but I felt belonging there. I was always the odd duck, but when I was there, there were so many people that were also odd ducks, and it really was a place where we could all be odd ducks and just be together, because we all knew about God, we all were thirsty for more, and it was a welcoming environment, like I said, relevant for being a teenager. And just, there would be kids that would just be dropped off, for a place to hang out, and it was just a really great place for that. And they played to everyone's strengths. At one point, I actually got on stage and did, there was not an acting group, I forget what it's called, but we would do like, yeah, I'm gonna call it an acting group because I can't think of the word, but I did a couple things with that group, and it was great to feel that belonging. And they played to my strengths: music and dance and singing, and I reaffirmed my faith there at least once. When you're growing up, you're like, I believe in this, but I just want to make sure. My best friend, Beth, the one that I met junior year, like I said, we went to church together, we went to school together, And from day one, she and I connected like that. And we still talk now. She's not in a church family now. She is searching different belief avenues, and I think that's great. She does not identify as Christian anymore. She I believe she's agnostic right now, but she has helped shape me in so many ways, and a lot of my faith journey has been either with her or challenged by her, or just making me think, reading different books to get different views, different conversations. So keep in mind, not just people who believe the same way you do can have an effect on your faith journey. Faith journey doesn't always mean Christian journey. For me it has been. And it's good to question your faith. It's good to look for answers. It's good to say, wait, what about this? What about this? You know, just kind of searching is a good thing, because you want to know that what you believe in is what you believe in and why. So she has been very instrumental in that. The last one I have on here is actually another online minister of sorts, Wendy Bender and Chloe Bender. Chloe is Wendy's daughter, and she went to the same school I went to, younger than me. She just got married last year, and Chloe's an only child. She went to, like I said, the same school I did, Christian school, and I believe they went to the same church that we do now, Crossroads. Chloe now lives in California, and Wendy lives somewhere in between, I think Indiana or Illinois or something. But anyway, Wendy started a ministry, I think unintentionally. I can find the link to that video and put it down below, and also her daughter Chloe, I can put her down below, because Chloe now also is in ministry. And it's been really cool watching and listening and being involved in Wendy Bender. She is head of Inspire Ministries, that is her baby. And Chloe Bender now has been through the Bethel School of Music. She is doing, she has a YouTube channel, online ministry, and watching them, they are so full of life, they are full of love, they are full of God, their relationship with each other, their relationship with their spouses, their relationships just in general. It really speaks to just a life of faith, a life of following what God's telling you to do, because Inspire Ministries, I don't think was Wendy's intention. I think she just wanted to, kind of like me, just wanted to, you know, share what God had put on her heart for like the day or whatever, and it blossomed into this wonderful thing. But there's a verse in the Bible that says, train up a child in the way they should go, and then when they are old, they will not depart from it. They're an inspiration and an example of that verse to me. And I have 3 daughters. And I hope I am doing my best by them, teaching them the things that I know or believe to be true about Christianity and faith. And I hope and pray that my children turn out half as good as the ministries of this mother and daughter. They really are just a testament to what faith can do. So, oh, and I have conversations with Wendy. It's so great because I know her. We're able to just like chat back and forth through Instagram. It's imperative to have those things. Like I said, that community of faith being accepting, relevant, and inclusive. So these are the moments and people of faith who have helped shape me in who I am with my walk with God. See you guys later.